look at the land and it tells you. A country is shaped by the waters that flow through it and by the wind. So it is with us. Like wind and water, the blood and tears of men and women shape history. Most of them remain unknown. People you never heard of, names you'll never know. They have haunted me. One above all haunts me still.
One here will constant be, come wind, come weather.
Mr. Felder, sir, did you marry me only for my scones?
Of course not, madam.
Then, well?
Your delicious scones are only part of the power you have over me, and I will never let you go. Unless you run away.
Oh, never. Never.
Good. But if you ever do, leave me the recipe.
Come back with those scones.
Henry Felder was Swiss, brought to this country as a mercenary to fight the Indians. Long before I met him, he was prosperous in farming and fortunate in his marriage to Catherine. Their backcountry life was hard, but good. Felder valued people for what they did, not what they said. And contradictions did not trouble him. He fought the Indians, then befriended them. In a slave-owning society, he hired a freeman, Edward Green, to be his foreman.
I heard Mr. Jenkins referred to you as being a liberty-loving Switzer.
To that I plead guilty.
Felder had many children. Henry Jr. was his eldest. John was younger and most favored. His father tried to keep this a secret, but it was hard to hide. Their farm was a community where many people had a place. While Felder tried to live his life in peace, he knew that storm clouds were approaching. And when I arrived, it marked the end of his tranquility.
Governor, what brings you out here to the Orangeburg district?
I know of your troubles here in the king's courts.
Governor, we here have always been loyal to the king. We fought his wars, we obeyed his laws, but these new taxes, these threats, their officers abuse our people and pay no price. They treat us as if we were enemies, and when I protest, I am called a traitor.
This cannot continue.
Sir, you are a man of governance and law, and I am a man of the country.
And a warrior.
In my time, yes. Already there is bloodshed in the other colonies, in Boston and New York. There will be war.
And we must prepare the people of this colony for such an event. Henry, I have two requests of you. First, that you continue to make your gunpowder. If war comes to us, we will need a great supply of it.
And the second request?
That you write our declaration of separation from the king. These backcountry people are fighters. They must rally to the cause.
But surely there is someone else with you in Charlestown.
We all agree. You are the best choice. The people here will listen to you. You're their jury foreman, their lifelong neighbor. Your integrity is beyond doubt, and your convictions.
My convictions are one with yours, sir. You know that.
Yes.
And I am prepared to die for them.
As am I.
But what of my family? And of yours? Should I risk their lives for my principles?
But if we would not fight oppression, we bequeath it to our families. And if we will not stand for our principles, who would? Thank you, Henry. God be with you.
Should I risk their lives for my principles?
The one thing I can say for Henry Felder is this. He never quits. This bet has been going on since when? Back when we were fighting the Cherokee?
Before that.
Before that. And will he just admit that I'm the better man? No, he's too stubborn. What's that Swiss blood of yours?
Jenkins, you're a blowhole.
Come on, let's get to it.
This is payback for besting me at last week's shooting match. The first keg's on me.
Didn't you help me? Yeah, you should help me.
Catherine. Bad news. Jenkins beat me at arm wrestling. Can you imagine? Catherine?
My niece, Mary.
But if we would not fight oppression, we bequeath it to our families. And if we will not stand for our principles, who would?
Henry.
Bill.
I hear you've been writing something.
Bill, I haven't seen you in a while.
A paper? A paper against the king? Henry, we have some difficulties.
As you say.
But he is our king.
Forgive me. I am late.
it is needless to present any more grievances to the king's court. It is a matter of no small grief that the king's judges have refused the execution of their offices, and by so doing have put a stop to the administration of justice in the courts under their jurisdiction, to the great danger of the lives, liberties, and properties of the good people of this colony.
Hear, hear.
Great Britain has forced us into independence for the good welfare and happiness of those who are all to live under it.
Yes!
The goodness of our cause, the advantage of our position, the use of arms, and our equality, if not superiority, of those who may be sent against us. And thus we declare that as we do most heartily support independence, so we are determined with our lives and fortunes to support, maintain, and defend it.
Felder's words lit a fire in the frontier people. His powers to persuade surprised me. I wondered, how far would he go? How far would any of us go?
That time of year thou mayest in me behold, when yellow leaves, or none or few, do hang upon those boughs that shake against the cold, bare ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. This thou perceivest, which makes thy love more strong, to love that well, that thou must leave ere long.
I pray not.
Godspeed.
I have something for you. Now, show me. Ah, good. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Charlestown was the jewel of the southern colonies, prosperous, civilized, and worlds apart from Felder's frontier life. I needed to persuade him further, but this time I had him come to me, out of his element and into mine.
Governor Rutledge, forgive me, sir, if I'm being direct, but have you asked me here towards some civic purpose?
Yes. The British troops will soon be heading for Georgia. And shortly after, they will turn their greedy eyes toward Charlestown. Sadly, unless we find a stout stick to prop open the jaws of that alligator Cornwallis, he will gulp down the whole colony. Thus, I ask you to recruit as many of your militia from the Orangeburg district as you are able to sway. Do not underestimate your power. We will need every man and musket possible.
I will do everything that I can.
If we prepare now, we might have a chance. But I need to know there are willing men.
Maybe the men what they lack in discipline will be balanced by their bravery. They do not shine like the king's men, but they are fierce. I forget about it.
And get about it he did. Men left their fields and their shops, more men than I ever thought possible.
Tell the men to form up.
Under Felder's eye, they trained, stiffened their resolve, and made peace with their maker.
Father, what's it like to kill a man?
The first time is the hardest. It marks you.
What happened?
Tell us.
I will tell you. It happened at the grave of my parents. They had died soon after we came from Switzerland. The British promised us 200 acres of rich land. No one informed the brave Cherokee of the change of ownership. I took the warrior's tomahawk to remind me of his bravery and to remember that to keep what you love, you have to fight for it and not give up. We found out the Cherokee do not give up. In the Cherokee War in 1760, there was a fort in the backcountry here called Fort Loudon. Jenkins and I were there as scouts for the British. August 9th, 1760. They marched out of the fort with drums playing and flags flying, and followed by a column of women and children. But at dawn, they were awakened by that strange, high-pitched yelping that most men in war hear. And 700 warriors began firing their pistols and arrows into the women, men, and children. The captain was the one chosen for death by ritual torture. He was scalped alive and forced to caper and dance. The chiefs buried him up to his shoulders in the earth, and while they were stuffing dirt into his mouth, they said, "You are so hungry for land, you may now eat your fill."
What's that?
Welcome, Sargent, my brother. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Come and have something to eat. Something to drink, huh?
Coats of red, moving up the coast. British.
You are our strong eyes in the forest. Without you, we would be blind.
Here, for you.
I like it.
Good.
It's a nice one.
Good. Good.
It will cut many redcoats. Let's start right away. Right now. Back beyond the mountains. When they are safe, I will return.
Good, my friend. I am sorry for you and your people. But I cannot stop what will happen. You know that.
Yes. I must go. You take care of your family. I must go take care of mine.
They're looking good now, Father.
That they are. Let's go report to Governor Rutledge.
Wait, the governor's mansion is the other way.
First, a drink at the Proud Puffin.
For breakfast?
It's now or never.
The Proud Puffin Tavern was owned by Miss Alice Golightly, a shrewd businesswoman who secretly supported the Patriot cause. Tories and Patriots both drank at her table, and much information could be harvested thereby.
Captain Felder, sir. The governor requests a word for you. He's waiting outside.
Sir, this is the first drink I have had since I last saw the governor. Would you be so kind as to invite the governor to be my guest here?
Yes, sir. I will ask him, sir.
Pompous weasel. Thank you. Sir.
I've been looking for you.
Sir, the men...
Captain, you must leave Charlestown now.
Sir, the men are waiting outside the city. They are ready and willing now.
Savannah has fallen, and the British are on their way here. Now, your best course is to leave. The magnitude of their strength is beyond our expectations. You and your militia must not be wasted here.
But, sir, it was for this very purpose that you caused me to form the militia.
But you can best defend our cause by removing your men to the backcountry. Now, you will fight the British. But you will fight them in the meadows, the woods, and the swamps you told me you love. Captain, it is you and men like you who will sustain, indeed resurrect our struggle when the right time comes. Now, please understand, you must leave now.
But what about you?
I am escaping, Henry. I'll leave within the hour. Not even my wife will know where I will be.
Will she be safe?
Yes. I'll hurt you. Go now. God go with you.
Mistress Alice, we are very grateful for your help, but now the king's men come and it may go hard for you. I must trust you to Providence. I will find a way to reach you if the city falls.
May the saints protect you, dear sir. I will use any means to get you news.
Godspeed.
Carolina's rivers filled with blood-red coats, the power of an angry king rolling in from the sea. The battle for Charlestown had begun.
Why do we have to turn tail and run home?
son. It makes no difference if we do not stand here now and die. If it takes a month, a year, or 10, our land under God will be free.
Our soldiers fought with passion, but at last they fell under the crushing weight of an empire. Lord Cornwallis prepared to enter the city in triumph.
The rebel governor is still at large, my lord.
Send the Hessians to arrest him.
Yes, my lord.
If he resists, shoot him.
I told myself I was withdrawing because I was a leader and would carry on the fight from another place.
Governor Rutledge, sir. The others have gone. If you are to leave, sir, it must be now.
And you go, Sheldon. May God keep you.
Thank you, sir.
Sollen wir das Haus durchsuchen? Schnell, Männer, brecht die Tür auf! Da oben am Fenster ist der! Jawohl, Kapitän! Beeilung, Männer, Beeilung!
It was a secret of life that would enable her to renounce all other secrets.
Wagon! Wagon! Coming in!
No, it's just Bobby.
Oh, Samantha, they have been gone a fortnight. All we can do is pray, Mrs. Pray.
Wait for my signal.
Begging pardon, sir.
What is it?
It's Captain Felder. He wants to see you.
Felder? Well, have him wait outside.
Sumter. Good day to you, sir.
Not so good a day, Captain, as it could be.
Oh, it's a good day indeed, sir. I'm happy to inform you that we have routed those British and their Tory dogs. When do we set off?
Where, sir?
To Charlestown. The momentum now is ours. Volunteers arrive daily. We can break the British siege.
Charlestown has fallen. We have lost thousands. Governor Rutledge has fled.
We have reports he is dead.
There's more. Come.
They call it Fort Orangeburg. They're building a line of these forts across the entire colony. And we don't have the force to stop them.
We need cannon.
From where? And how do we transport cannon through this wilderness? Henry, we don't
We'll
have...
find a way.
Father! The Tories, they've burned the house.
Jenkins, I'm sure of it.
They're attacking all the Patriot families in the district. We've lost everything.
They jumped us.
Catherine, boys, where is she?
At the house. She's fine. Edward took Samantha and the others, Mr. Hemmings. They're cleared out.
The fault is mine. Catherine, are you?
Am I what? Safe? No. In terror? Yes. Oh, it's here. I saw it. One thing is safe. My creamer from my grandmother. Henry, this is a young man's war, not yours.
This is my fight.
You have done your part. For years you fought in the courts, the judges, the liars. But now you must stop. You're old. I love you. We need you. Live and stay with us.
I want you with me, but I cannot. I will not stop. The only stop is liberty or the hangman's noose.
I will stay. For now. But when it gets too dangerous, I will take the children to safety. You must grant me that.
You and the boys will bring it back to the farm.
That old cannon we found in the woods?
We will test it before we use it. Now do what I say.
With weapons so hard to come by, Felder was willing to try anything.
Oh, Captain, don't shoot! You're Captain Weymouth, aren't you?
We thought you might be hungry.
We're all loyal to the king in these parts.
I'm so sorry to frighten you, sir.
Thank you.
You should sleep in the bushes where the rebels can't find you.
What is your name, young lady?
Sarah Miller, sir.
It's my grand pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Miller. Once again, I managed to escape, not through any virtue of my own, merely because I resembled a Tory leader, a man named Weymouth. This Captain Weymouth was getting a reputation for killing the most patriots in the colony. He hoped for a quick climb up the king's ladder.
These are orders from His Excellency Lord Cornwallis. They should assist you in ridding the backcountry of that devil, Felder.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Captain Weymouth.
It's a pleasure seeing you again, sir.
Just so. I trust you'll not disappoint the loyal friends of the king, nor myself.
Very soon, you will hear that hated name Felder no more, unless you seek him in his grave.
Your assurances justify my pains. Remember, I place all my trust in you.
Charlestown was silent now. The British had melted our church bells into cannonballs. But the patriots still left in Charlestown did not give up hope. They heard those bells in their hearts.
So he says these wretched colonials have been selling off our tea cakes with black powder. Heard them hitting in the bottom of the exchange, they did. I said, then we shall blow them up with it and put it to good use.
How do you like the rum punch? Is it not the finest from either shore?
While Captain Weymouth celebrated his upcoming victory, Miss Alice listened well, then launched her own battalions. Using the information they gathered from Weymouth, Alice and Molly began leaving messages for John Felder to pass on to his father.
Gus, this is it. Look.
Tory ambush, Felder Homestead, 5 June at dawn.
Just in time.
Halt! Good afternoon, Henry. Out for a walk?
Yes, what are you up to, Bill?
He's mine, boys. Very well, Henry. What do you intend to do with us?
I have a few ideas, Father.
So do I.
We will be honorable. You give me your word, you nor your men will take arms against us, and we will give all of you our parole.
I will see you in hell before...
That can be arranged.
Very well. You have my word.
Father, this is a mistake.
Do not do this, Henry. Ground your arms. You may have them when we leave.
All right, men, ground your weapons.
Dump your powder. John, take the powder and ball. John?
Yes, sir.
Then you will be free to go. We are all South Carolinians, Bill.
The day is yours, Felder.
Track 'em.
Keep moving, Jenkins. Count yourself lucky.
We walked those Tories halfway to Charlestown before we let them go. You should have seen the face on Jenkins. Oh. All right now, what's the trouble?
Mr. Green, we had that snake. I mean, why did you let him go?
You must trust your father. He hopes to get Jenkins over on our side.
It's never gonna happen.
Well, wait and see.
Wait! While y'all are all fighting Tories,
Listen,
I'm gonna
John.
skulk in the swamp, retrieving messages?
If it wasn't for that last message that you brought, we'd never have known Jenkins was coming.
Mr. Green, you've known my father for quite a while.
Indeed so.
How did you meet him?
Now that's a tale.
Tell me.
You see, I was born a free man. Was educated in Philadelphia by Quakers. But one day,
Good afternoon, sir.
bounty hunters they were. After a hellish journey, I found myself in a courtroom here in South Carolina. As the judge was giving my captors a license to sell me on the block of slavery, your father stood up.
Excuse me, Your Honor. What right do these men have to sell this man?
Sometimes, only one man standing up for what is right is sufficient to alter a wrongful deed.
I talked to the man, and he was brought up as a Quaker in Philadelphia. Now, in Philadelphia, they have already outlawed slavery.
Well,
the Quakers do not have slaves. This man is no slave. Sir, would you wish to accompany me to my store? Perhaps some rum and dry clothes?
Why, thank you, sir.
And that's how I became your father's foreman.
I never heard that story.
Always a lot to learn in this wide world. You're a brave lad. Your father's not ignoring you. He's got his eye on you.
You think so?
Indeed I do.
Well, sir?
We failed. They were waiting for us.
Then there must be a spy.
In Charlestown, the Tories held a victory ball. But our side had other plans.
Wait, did you wear the French perfume?
Yes, I did, Miss Alice. Why?
Well, you need a lot of honey to catch a big fly.
Which one?
Lord Rowden, the commanding officer.
Miss Alice, he's mine.
Good girl.
Is that him?
Yes.
Sergeant?
Sir.
Escort this woman out of camp.
Aye, sir. Madam.
Alice now had much to report to Felder. She was beginning to enjoy her position.
By the authority of the Crown and the person of Lord Rowden, I arrest you. On suspicion of treason against King George, all of you will accompany us to the place of imprisonment.
Prison?
Quiet!
Well, at least there, perhaps, the rats won't be Tory traitors!
Shut your filthy trap!
Settle down. I said settle down.
Move quickly.
Listen to these letters captured from this Tory trash. The rebel General Washington has grown desperate. He and his ragtag army are now alone.
They don't know about us. We will win. When all of this is over.
I want to build a better house. This place looks like a fort.
As long as I make gunpowder, we need a fort.
Halt! You're under arrest!
Don't move! Put your hands up! Hands up, I said! Go on, put your hands in the air! Give me that rifle! Hands in the air! Put
Shut your
Put it down now! Hey,
Here!
do it! Put
Move
it down.
along!
Now! Now walk! Keep on! Hands up! Come on now, move it! Keep going! Move it!
We will place the cannon in the field on this side of Fort Orangeburg, yeah?
Yes, sir.
They won't expect cannon coming through the woods. Governor?
Henry.
John.
I was camped near the river. I heard voices shouting, and I witnessed someone being shot. I didn't realize until later who it was.
Lord, have mercy.
I wanted to comfort him in his grief. God knows I owed him. But I had no words worth uttering.
While the British were eating, Gus slipped his bonds and ran into the trees.
Go on.
But John was manacled, and He could not free himself. But he managed to throw himself into the river. As he struggled to swim, one of the soldiers shot him in the back. And so, he was gone.
I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. You had to fight this fight. John would say so. And so do I. So do I.
How long is he gonna be like this?
I don't know.
It won't bring John back.
He needs time.
We have the cannon. The men are ready, but we need gunpowder, and he's the only one that knows how to make it.
Henry, please, you must be patient.
Perhaps.
The Felders agreed to spend one whole day of rest to honor John, and planned a memorial service with the Reverend at midday. Under their smiles were broken hearts.
His long legs should not be a problem.
Halt! DeWitt, Grant.
Others, men.
The homestead is only about 100 yards up this road. Gentlemen, there can be no mistakes this time. Look. I want you to take your men and swing around to the right. Cut off access to this road. You swing around to the left, fan out along the tree line so that the house is well covered. I'll take the other men and flank you. There will be no chance of escape. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This must be a great surprise to them. Not a twig broken till we get to the house.
Yes, sir.
And no one fires until I give the signal. I swear to God Almighty that I will gut the man and leave him to the wolves if he should jump the gun before we are ready.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, let's go send Henry Felder to the hell he deserves. By God, we've got him. We've got him. Damn!
Get inside!
Let's go. Go!
Take them, quick!
Find the captain. I'll circle back.
Oh, Joshua.
Hand me your weapon.
Hold back! On! Go!
Lieutenant, which one fired the first shot?
It was Hawkins, sir. This is his first engagement. I swear to you it'll never happen again.
I'm a man of my word. Now move!
Leave him. Move.
Lieutenant! Fall back. Take your men down the road towards the creek bed.
But, sir, they could cut us off there.
I said towards the creek bed. When you are about 100 yards from it, I want you to double back here. Now move. And don't ever question my orders again.
Yes, sir. All right, men, fall in on me.
While we wait for the good lieutenant to come back with his men, take an axe and chop branches for torches.
They've gone. Looks like back through the Nimmons place.
They're heading for the old creek bed.
Enough is enough. Ambush them. It ends today.
Yes.
Captain, hurry. Let me get this.
It's not so bad. I'm sorry. All this,
I'm sure they didn't see us, sir.
Give me 2 fast men. The rest will fire on the house.
Yes, sir.
They should be there by now.
Oh.
Where are they?
Hold on the right.
Inside. Inside.
They've doubled back on us. To the house.
We must hold them till the boys get back.
Here, Henry.
Tory dog!
The roof's on fire!
Oh, Captain, it's too late.
Now, Captain, quick, take Samantha out the back way. You must go now.
I won't leave you.
You must.
There he is, boys. Don't let him get away. Cut him off. Get him! Get him! Time to die, Felder.
No!
Retreat!
Let's get him to the ammunition shed!
Listen to me! Now, the British do not know our situation. They do know that we have conviction, and they do not. Take the cannon to the field, ready it to fire. Give them a good show on trust in Providence. Now, go!
We don't have any ammunition.
Go! Go now!
Here.
Ah.
Wait. You got him. Hold him. I can't.
Catherine,
Yes.
please, don't let me go.
Never, never will my hand nor my heart ever let go of you.
Look,
What is it?
rebels at the tree line.
I'll go and alert the colonel.
Oh!
Come on! Oi! Every man to battle station! Sergeant! Every man to battle station! Now! Search the weapon! I'm ready, sir. Move it! All ready. Keep it going. Boy! Give me that rifle. Sponge the weapon! Weapon sponge! Sergeant, fire from here. I can take him now. Hold on, fire out of there.
Any further movement?
They're too far out of range.
Good Lord, sir, what shall we do?
Hold the weapon!
If they see we have no ammunition, what do we do? Quiet. cannon will tear us to shreds.
Good God!
Prime the weapon!
Weapon prime!
Make ready!
Ready for anything.
The devil. Now they have a cannon. I'm not wasting my life on this. I'm going to St. Augustine. Anywhere. They'll never quit. Well, are you coming?
You've lost your nerve?
Let him go, let him go. No, let him go, let him go.
What's he doing?
No, let him.
Jenkins.
Time to die.
He's awake. Come tell him.
Father, it worked. The fort surrendered.
Good. Remember, liberty. All for liberty.
Our militias delayed the British for so long. When they finally moved north, George Washington and our new French allies were ready for them at Yorktown. Lord Cornwallis surrendered, and the war wound down. If the people of Carolina had not fought so hard for so long, the outcome could have been very different. When the last British ship sailed from Charlestown, I returned, escorted by Felder's son, Henry Jr. He came looking for Miss Alice and the women who had helped his father.
Miss Alice.
We found them locked in the dungeon.
Miss Golightly.
The British had just left them there. It was then I began to think. It is people such as these, the ones you never hear of, the names you'll never know. No statues honor them, no monuments. But without them, where would we be? I could only talk of liberty. They were willing to die for it.
Henry, you will never guess what just arrived after all these years. Your captain's epaulets. Governor Rutledge said he was going to be sending them. When was it? 76. 77? Oh, never mind. The years do run on, so... Look.
These weeds grow up so fast.
Take care of yourself.